May this find the girl that could talk everyone else off the ledge, but when it comes to herself, she has nowhere to turn to. The girl that's mid-spiral, grabbed for her phone, and found nothing to help. The girl that resonates with who heals the healer type shit. But this week, we changing that so that the next time she feels overwhelmed, she got something to turn to instead of scrolling or trying to find someone else to be there for her. I'm Soul Angel, and welcome back to the Star Lab, where we're working on awakening our star power. And this week is week 2, and we are working on getting rooted, honey. The theme is roots. Last week, we wrote a letter to ourselves 3 months from now so we could see where we're going. This week, we're going to create an inspiration map so that we could actually get to where we going on them hard days. Because if y'all are familiar with me, you know that this journey that we are on to being our best selves, it is not an easy one. It is not some shit that you can just cover up with love and light, boo. It's something that is tedious and it's hard, but if it was easy, everyone else would be doing it. So we just got to have the equipment to get through it. So here's what's on this week's menu. If you aren't familiar with the space, I recommend you going to week 1 where I break down the entire space. But each week in the Star Lab, we have gym work and we have science work, lab work that we gonna focus on. The gym work for this week is the inspiration map. This isn't a vision board. This isn't a vibe board. This isn't something cutesy. This is literally an emergency kit. Like, the way that I came up with this was thinking about how seeing like different friends and family with their kids, and before they leave the house, they make sure the baby got snacks. They make sure the baby got their toys. They make sure the baby got another change of clothes. They make sure that anything that could trigger that baby, they have it so that they could soothe the baby. And I feel like we do not do that for ourselves as grown-ups, and that's what the inspiration map is for. I want you to put together a compilation of your favorite playlists, your go-to albums, your go-to people, your go-to places, all the things that literally shift your vibe. And all of this literally costs you nothing, just to shift your frequency. For example, Nipsey and Ryan Coogler are my go-to people when I'm feeling like shit to turn on an interview, and baby, my mood shifts instantly. Nipsey music too. We gotta find our different comforts so that we can get through everything, because we are also working on our emotional intelligence. And the level that we want to go on, we have to have a sort of emotional intelligence that we've never had before. And these people, places, and things are what is going to help us stabilize our nervous system. That's the gym work. As for the lab work this month, we're checking our yeses and our nos. Are you saying yes out of obligation and no out of obligation? Or are you saying it because you genuinely want to? Last week, we focused on just observing. This week, we're deepening the work. Before you say yes to something, I want you to pay attention to your body, your spirit, and your mind. Is there ease, or are you tightening up? What you choose to do beyond that point is up to you, but I just want you to pay attention. Last but not least, I'm hosting parallel plays where we do work together, you know, like body doubling, where we do our work together, but we're not interrupting each other. That will be on Thursday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. I am also hosting spaces Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 a.m. Central Standard Time for us to do our meditation, our gratitude, and a free writing session. If you have any other questions, concerns, if you want the full writing prompts, it's all on my Patreon, The Star Lab by Soul Angel. And regardless of whether you tap into the Patreon, I hope you're still doing this work, because I'm literally giving the game for free, baby. It takes nothing to do these little things for yourself so that you can set yourself up for success. Y'all be asking me how, when, where, and why, and I'm giving you the game, so do it. So yeah, y'all, that's week 2. Getting them roots in the ground. Welcome back to the Star Lab, baby. Why raw dog this journey when you could quite literally set yourself up for success by creating spaces that prepare you for the inevitable? And I know that sounds crazy because you can't prepare for the inevitable, but you could damn sure have an emergency kit just in case. And that's what the inspiration map was this week that we are doing in the Star Lab. This week in the Star Lab, we did our inspiration map. That's basically an emergency kit that was inspired by my friends and family that have kids. When I look at them, they literally do not leave the house without everything that will possibly aid in that child getting triggered and turning the hell up. They make sure they have their clothes. They make sure they have their drinks, snacks, toys, anything the baby could possibly need. And I personally feel like we don't do that enough for ourselves, and then we wonder why it's so hard to get through our processes that we have to go through because we're not even setting ourselves up. So I wanted all of us to focus on music, podcasts, people, places, and things, and also affirmations that we need to, quick access to. For me, like I shared in the video before, Ryan Coogler and Nipsey are my go-to people for when my frequency is off. When I need to feel inspired, when I start feeling like this journey is too much and I want to give up, I turn on a Nipsey song, I turn on a Nipsey interview.
You closer to where you're trying to get than where you started from. Correct. So you got to keep going. And that's the point. If you stay down, you'll reach that point. You'll look up and be like, shit, it's closer to get to where I'm trying to get than to stop and turn around. Right. So, just stay at it. That's it.
I turn on a Ryan Coogler interview or I turn on one of his movies and somehow, miraculously, bitch, my energy shifts. Let's say that doesn't shift my energy. I also created a playlist of music like with D'Angelo, Janae, K-Camp, all my favorite people on there so that I can go to that just in case it doesn't work. Say that doesn't work. I created activities that I love to do, like going to Chipotle, smoking, going outside, you know what I'm saying? Going to the park, And it's so funny because this week I literally got triggered and didn't want to do shit, but I turned on the Ryan Coogler interview and literally came out of it inspired and remembering why the fuck I'm doing this.
Go. Go, 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 go. Don't wait. Do. Go stand in a place where you feel uncomfortable until you're there long enough that it is. Thank you.
I just want us all to remember that we don't have to do this shit on our own. I want us to remember that we could quite literally shift our frequency if we so choose to. And some days you're not going to want to, and that's completely fine. But I just want to make sure that we have all of these tools available just in case we want to. Yes, last but not least, I want to share a few affirmations that I put down because last week when we wrote our 3-month letter to ourselves, I started seeing that I wasn't confident. I started seeing that I didn't trust myself. And I need to create affirmations to put up on my mirror every morning to read to myself. I am allowed to want more. I am confident in myself. I trust myself to say what I'm going to do. The world is yours, baby. With all of that being said, baby, build your map today. What the fuck are you waiting on? And if you want more information, tap into my Substack and my Patreon and you will get the writing prompts there. I love y'all. Have a beautiful day. Bye. So I have to start this video off by saying thank you so much to everybody that got the mail club this month. What the fuck? Like, what the fuck, girl? Like, when I first started this, I didn't think that I would get anything, girl. And to be able to send out even 5 letters means the world to me, and I'm so grateful to y'all. Y'all have also been so supportive of the Star Lab. Y'all, I'm just smiling from ear to ear. I'm sorry because y'all are crazy. But if you love the Star Lab and you want something physical that is attached to it, I recommend you tapping into the Dear Star Mail Club because the zine that comes in the mail is literally everything we're going to be doing each month. All the activities, all the writing prompts, everything. Of course, you go more into detail in the Star Lab with it. But yeah, thank y'all so much. Y'all are really allowing me to try new things, and I'm just so grateful for y'all, and I love y'all. And if you ever want to get your mail, babe, you could go to Patreon for the monthly subscription, or you could go to Etsy and get it for a one-time purchase. Regardless of how you're supporting me, I am just so grateful. For real, for real.
Need some for this.
I did you wrong, girl. Take your love away because I love you, and girl, I want you, and girl, I need you. So let's just work. I ain't trying to waste your time, and I ain't trying to waste my time. It ain't no need to waste no. Jeez. Well, it's a video.
You want something to drink there?
You made all your beef nuggets up yet?
Not yet.
Alright, mezcal.
Thanks,
Burnett with the cookback.
Thanks, brother.
And you're good?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Somebody's got to drive this bus.
Right. Cheers.
Shuts on me. Y'all enjoy yourselves.
Oh, thank
Thanks,
you.
Cheers, guys.
Have a good
Later,
day.
big dog.
Oh, sorry. Won't he do it?
Right now, he got to go to work at 3.
Like, irritate. Coffee.
I think you should just stop talking.
I think you should stop talking.
That's what I think.
Hey y'all, so we on week 2. So just don't pay me no mind, but I gotta check in with y'all, tap in with y'all every week. Saturdays I'm posting and just recapping what we do in the Star Lab. The Star Lab is something that I created. It's a space on Patreon, and it's a gym/science lab where we do gym work, which is our weekly activity, and then we do lab work. That's a monthly, something we do over the month as a group. But you can have your own variations of everything, just like the gym. You know what I'm saying? Just like a lab. Everybody really doing their own thing. Sometimes we might do our own thing together, or sometimes, but everybody doing their own thing. You know what I'm saying? Because we all have individualized lives where it's like, at least for me and my crew, the most we could do is show up for each other in a space, let each other know we're doing the same kind of work, but we ain't holding each other's hand, baby. We cheering each other on, but we ain't holding each other's hand. And there's a space and time for that, and shout out to the girlies that do that, but that's not what we do here. So yes, this week in the Star Lab, well, I could go over last week. So last week we wrote a 3-month letter to ourselves. Just to have something to open on September 6th. Kind of a reminder of who we are becoming, who we're working towards, you know. Then this week, we did an inspiration map. And I'm going to add all of my videos that I posted this week to like really break down this idea. But, yeah, that's what we're doing. So an inspiration map is something I came up with. And y'all are going to see this. But like, we need stuff to life. The inevitable is going to happen in life where shit happens. I know everybody would love for it to be moments in a long span of time where shit ain't just happening, but baby, shit is always happening with life. And we still got to get up and make it through our days and do what we know we're supposed to be doing with our lives and things. So I just want us to have something, different things to lean on, you know, at least different options. Because when you on a spiral, when you already having a bad day and it seems like, oh, the straw gonna break the camel's back today, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you already in it, you're not thinking about you know, what would soothe you right now, let alone have it set aside for you to go through and see what would help. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm all about soothing our nervous systems and leaning into our whimsy and leaning into authenticity and leaning into do what works for you. Even if people say it's childish, even if, who gives a fuck, girl? Like, this your life. And you got to do what works for you, and works for everybody is different. And I separated in categories like people, places, activities, music, podcasts, and just creating different playlists to go to for when you're feeling away. So like, I talk about this in one of my videos, but this week I had a moment where I was like, I've been very tired all week. That's why I'm coming to y'all like this. Cause I'm tired as fuck, girl. I'm tired as hell. And I've been feeling like I just been in a daze all week. I don't know what that's all about, but yeah. So I think it's cause like I'm in a mode because I just started a new job too. So that adds on a few things. One, me getting paid, and two, the work, this extra work I'm doing that I haven't been doing. So just adjusting, and then also changing up my content and trying new things with the content. Like, that's taken a lot of time as well. So yeah, and I'll be up all hours of the night too, because that's when I'm able to think best. But I also be up early as fuck. So finding that balance, it's like, okay, I understand. I don't know, I'm just finding my balance. I think next week, I'm going to try like doing one day working from my bed, one day doing content, one day working from my bed, one day doing content. And then the last day can be either or. But then the weekend, that's where I work at my job. So that's just going to be dedicated to that. I'm not putting no pressure on myself. So it's like, how can I help and prepare myself before next week? Girl, anyways. Y'all know I get all off. Okay. But yeah, so my inspiration map, I like literally have my special interests that I always go to. So like, if I'm not feeling motivated or I'm feeling like I want to give up, like, Nipsey is right there in whatever form, whether it's a interview, whether it's a interview, whatever Nipsey content, I'm just like, yes, because he activates. He a Leo, I'm a Leo. He activates a part of me where it's like, okay, get up. And then Ryan, he helps me like with my emotional, like, I like seeing how he handles his emotions and professionalism, but I think they both have that in common. Either way, I love his demonstration. I love the demonstration, so I be tapping into that. Music, I do a lot of lo-fi, which I'm mad I didn't add that to my last video because I love lo-fi. Like, lo-fi be doing it for me every time. And then D'Angelo, which he is high key like lo-fi, because he didn't prioritize lyrics and stuff and singing. He wanted you to hear the instrumentation. So I've been into that kind of stuff lately. Of course, I've been listening to Michael Jackson. I got my different people for different things. I've been listening to a lot of Summer lately. I don't know, but I've been listening to a lot of Summer. Love me some K-Camp, love me some Janae, and then it just be scattered after that. But yeah, love a Tupac interview. It'd be a lot. I'm gonna share them on Patreon if you want to see my list. What else? But yeah, your comfort shows. My comfort shows is I be rotating the same. Insecure, A Different World, Being Mary Jane. I be rotating them. Lately, Scandal been in there, and How to Get Away with Murder. Like, I got my same ones I rotate. Same with movies. All the 90s black movies, like the Brown Sugar, Love and Basketball, The Best Man, Love Jones, like all of those. Intergalactic. Oh my God, Intergalactic. How did I not think about Intergalactic? Intergalactic, like that girl. I love her. So yeah, I rotate the same thing because it just does it for me. It gives me a feeling, you know. Yeah. Places, I love Atlanta. If I could be Atlanta, I would. If I could be in Atlanta, I would. But if I can't go to Atlanta, going outside, you know, going to my favorite places to eat, that is a comfort of mine. Chipotle, Mexican in general. Not saying that both are the same, but you know, type shit. Burrito is involved. Outside, going on a walk. I love a good park. Smoking. But also understanding that you need to do all of that in integrity to you. You know, that's where I'm, you know, I've seen with everybody, especially with smoking, everybody makes like a big deal. Oh, I'm quitting. You know, and it's like, girl, why I gotta be all that? Like, y'all treating the weed like it's a drug or some shit, you know. And I do think we do shit unhealthy, and we need to find our balance with these things to where we're not dependent on it. And if God has a season where he's like, I need you not to indulge in nothing, you need to be able to indulge in nothing, and that should be where you could balance it. So it really be like a little treat for me. I know my balance. Like, I'm not gonna be smoking all day knowing that shit makes me tired and then blame the weed like it's the weed's fault that I didn't take into account that how it makes me feel. You know? Like, I'm not a wake and baker. Now, if I was a wake and baker, I probably would, you know, smoking all day how I used to, I'd probably be like, damn. But no. And I also don't smoke in my crib, so that's another thing. I be hitting the blunt once a day, and it don't even be like half the blunt. It be like a quarter of the blunt. Blunts be lasting me 3-4 days, depending on the day. But when I got shit to do, like, I'm putting it down. You know what I'm saying? It could just be a putting it down, putting it to the side. I ain't right now. Or I am the fuck right now. But all that acting like we not. Baby, I'm smoking forever. I hope I leave this bitch with a blunt in my hand. So it's never going to give that. It gives, how are you using the thing? But that goes with everything. How are you using it? Too much of anything becomes negative. So yeah. But yeah, if I miss anything on this, hopefully I come back. If I don't, this is just my tap in. This week has been hard for me, so you know, just love me, okay? Just take me as I am. I hope I made all of this make sense. The lab work we did this month is checking your yes and your no's. And are you saying it out of obligation? How does your body feel? You know, or are you saying it because you want to? And paying attention to these sensations and making sure you standing up for yourself type shit. So and I've been out of fucking, the AC been fucked up all month. Like, it's just been one hell of a fucking month. If I'm not mistaken, my pup passed away this month. That's how much, it's just so much happening. So I am a bit out of it. But I hope all of this made sense. And I hope the videos that I'm going to add on here make even more sense. Yeah, I didn't do much this week but work. So I don't think I got much footage. I just been going. So this probably is just going to be mostly me talking to y'all right now. But yeah, I love y'all. I'll see y'all next week. We doing routines next week, girl. So get ready for that. But I love y'all. Peace. It's Juneteenth. I had some shots today. I hung out with my dad and brother. Got free shots. I just smoked. I'm gonna smash this sandwich. And then I'm gonna probably go to sleep. No shade. Happy Juneteenth to all my niggas. I love y'all. For real. Dead ass. We are our ancestors' wildest dreams. Remember that. Just had to walk in that. We'll run. But I really enjoyed it because I love the rain, no shade. So it don't too much scare me. Oh! You can see through, but yeah, my shirt was soaked. Like, girl, please. The only thing I'm mad about is my hair, because I just wand curled it. Y'all can see all that product, but it's just hair, girl. So I might just end up washing it and starting over. But thank y'all for hanging with me this week. I know I didn't do much, but the point is to be consistent, and that's what I'm doing. So that's what I did this week, was hang out with my bro, hang out with my dad, and work. And work. Love y'all. Bye. Do y'all ever just have them moments where, like, you just want to cry at how proud you are of yourself and, like, all the versions of you that it took to get here. Like, I know a lot of the times we demonize like who we used to be and how stupid we were and how this and how that, but like, shout out to the me that never gave the fuck up. Like, I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud of myself, y'all. Like, looking at my business and how it was just an idea 3 years ago that I literally thought wouldn't do anything. And now it's not a question of if I'm going to get an order every month, it's how many will I get. Like, I used to literally like think that I could not be where I'm at today, you know. And of course, clearly I did have some sort of understanding of how amazing and great I am and how far I could get in shit. But like, when you're in the moment, like, you know, I hate the delusional thing, but like, you really just being delusional. Like, you're really just hoping. Like, with this content shit, I got 300K across all my social media platforms. And when I first started this shit, girl, I didn't think I could get 1,000, girl. Now I'm sitting on all of my social medias like, damn, I got all these motherfucking followers, girl. What the fuck am I finna do with my platform? Like, now I'm having to think about what I'm gonna do with my platform now and make a like legacy, you know? It's just like, I'm a cry when I get in the car, for sure. Like, I just am so proud of me. I'm so grateful to be me. Like, I don't be hating on nobody because I got such a deep gratitude for myself that, like, why would I be hating on anyone from my past, anything that they got going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, I got so much pride in myself because I never gave up on myself. I always seen that shit through. Like, I just love me, bro. Like, I just love me. Like, it's a lot of things, you know. I ain't fucking perfect and I be fucking up. But at the end of the day, off GP, on principle shit, bruh, like, the realest nigga I know, bruh. Like, oh, God. Like, I'm just like, wow. And shout out to the old me that stayed down, bruh. Because I could have gave up. Like, there be the moments where it seems like, it literally be like, it'd be okay if you gave up right now because all the odds are against you, girl. And I never did. I seen it all the way through. And now I'm in a space where I could do whatever the fuck I want off my art and my content. All because I stayed down. And I stayed on God's path for me. And I have never decentered God. And I've been on this walk with God. Don't even get me started on God. That's really what's going on, girl. Because God is so amazing. But I just had to share that. I had to get that off my chest because I just been holding it. I've been holding it all day. I did a tweet about it. But, like, I just been holding it. Like, I'm just so happy for myself. And I'm so proud of me. The realist.